Stretching and Flexibility. To avoid injury and discomfort, please read this important note carefully. Simplicity is beautiful. I follow our ancient wisdom. There are dozens of stretching exercises, but you only need 5 daily. Now the first one, hip opener. When doing this exercise, make sure your body is straight and your toes point forward. Gently push down your hip and hold for 10 seconds or more, and switch to the other side. You may start with one set of 2 repetitions and gradually increase. Forward bend. Make sure your back is straight and bend from your hips. If you can't reach low, it is fine. Bend to where you feel comfortable and use your hands to support your body. Hold for 10 seconds or more and have a rest or walk around. Start with one set of 2 and gradually increase. When your flexibility improves, try to go down a little more until your abdomen tightly touches your lap and you can put your hands around your calves. The first 2 exercises lay a good foundation for front split. Forward bend with open legs. Make sure your toes point inwardly and your back is always straight and flat. Use your hands to support yourself when necessary. Hold for 10 seconds or more. When your flexibility improves, try to use your left ear to touch the side of your right leg, and your right ear the left leg. In the beginning, your head won't be able to touch your leg. No worries, just keep trying. Drop stance stretching. Drop stance is one of the very important stances in all Chinese martial art styles. It is also a good foundation for side split. Make sure your both feet are flat on the ground and the stretched leg is straight. Remember, you are stretching your hip, not just sitting on one leg, so body weight should be put on the stretched leg. If you can't go low, just do your best. Hold for 10 seconds or more, then repeat twice on each side. Kissing the boot. Make sure your back is straight and try to point your toe towards your forehead, nose or mouth. The stretched leg should be straight. Trying your best is good enough, and that concludes our daily stretching routine. Flexibility. Arm rotation. There are several rotation methods. Let's start with a single arm rotation. Relax your shoulder and arm. Try to touch your ear when your arm is up and your leg when your arm is down. Try to do 5 or 10 on each side. Don't exceed 20. Start slowly. Use your waist, not your arm or shoulder, to circle the arm. Now let's do rotations with 2 arms. This is a more advanced rotation. You don't need to do this before you are good enough with single arm rotations. The requirements are the same. The third one is double arm cross rotation, with one arm rotates forward while the other rotates backward. This is the most advanced rotations of the 3. So you don't do this until you are good enough in the first 2 movements. Waist rotation. In Chinese martial arts, we mostly use waist to generate power, and the flexibility of your waist helps to improve your speed and stability during routine performance. The forward bend with open legs we learned in the stretching section is the basis for waist rotation. If you can't do that, you still can rotate your waist like this. Rolling chop. On the basis of arms and waist rotation, you can start doing this as your daily routine. This is not only one way to improve your waist and shoulder flexibility and speed, but also a practical fighting technique. You use one arm to block your opponent and use the other to chop on his neck. In today's lesson, I introduced basic Bajiquan stretching and flexibility exercises. Personally, I do these exercises after warming up each day, and then I will practice Bajiquan routines, or 套路. In our next lesson, I will introduce basic Bajiquan hand shapes and leg stances and some examples. See you then.